As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Tannehill, a quick throw into the hands of Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Here we go. Like 20.
Now Tannehill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Shotgun handoff to Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
15-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running from the gun with Henry, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tennessee.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We created, and the other team just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Titans 7, Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Kick over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
The ball carrier.
Tackled by Christian Fulton.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hill looks to throw. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, 73 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7. Brandon McManus to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At 20. Right.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. He will find Davis. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Tannehill on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Titans.
Here we go.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
First down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Henry on the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
10 yards to go.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Broncos.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, Hill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Hill. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they are going for it. Here's Hill. He's got his tight end fan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. Broncos have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Titans 17, Broncos 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run by Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't. Shoot.
Play action. It's Hill. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Smith catches left side. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
a free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 45-yard line.
he's going to be met at about the 43. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Out of the gun, Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Hill. Screen pass to Lindsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Broncos 28. Titans 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 30. 56. Watch the back right. Time. Hey. 56. 56. Right there. 56. Don't get nervous now.
Off play action, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Tennessee.
Tannehill throwing again. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Tannehill.
It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They'll run with Henry.
At their 49.
First down and much more for Henry. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Here's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the option right. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Tennessee.
Ryan Tannehill keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now it's Tannehill. And this is caught. They got it.
Conversion is successful.
And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Titans 25.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
37-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. Too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Let go, defense.
And that play play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
Down back at the 49-yard line.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.